what do you remember about your first live performance?
My very first live performance.
My very first one.
My very first live performance, it was like theater. So I wouldn't even I wouldn't go there. I would say my very first live performance that I'm going to talk about, it was with Corrupt. It was my 21st birthday. That was my first bar performance because I was old enough.
The rapper Corrupt?
Corrupt. He was a family friend of like the people that were like in my little music group that like were trying to push my music. And he heard my voice. I sang what was the song? I sang a song that really took him back that his dad was really friends with. Not his dad. His really close with Rick James and like Rick James song. He heard this song. He loved this song. He was like, oh my God, I need you to like perform Freakin' with me.
Rest in peace, Rick James.
Yeah. Rick James. It was Rick James Jr.
What was the name of the song?
We can freak it. Freak if you want to, baby. Die if you want to. But you know that we can freak it. And, oh my gosh, so embarrassing. He had to teach it to me at the rehearsal for it because I didn't really know exactly all the words because I was young. I was just turned 21. I listened to like Snoop and stuff. I didn't listen to a lot of Corrupt. I knew it was like a lot of his songs, but I didn't know exactly all of them. And he didn't even care. He was so sweet. He was like, oh, you don't know the words? Let me teach you right here. He wasn't like, you don't know the words? Like then you're not in the song. Nah, he just because I didn't know like exactly at the timing and everything, he taught it to me right there. It was at Guitar Center Studios. He rented the whole Guitar Center Studios out. R.I.P. Guitar Center Studios. I don't even think they exist anymore.
I don't even think
don't age me. Don't even age me.
Business exists anymore. Guitar Center.
Yeah, no, the studios. So he rented out the studio. So we went at night, and he always rehearsed, which I love that. Like, no matter what, like he could just he's been doing the same songs for years. He could have just showed up and been like, nah, just show up to the show. He rented a whole thing, made sure we were all there for rehearsal. Like, it was awesome. He's so professional. And I've always used to do that too. So I was like, oh my God, me and Crap, we do the same thing. But yeah, it was an awesome time. And then we did the show, and it was the night of my 21st birthday, July 29th, 2020. No, what, 2020? 2011. And, yeah.
The first woman who actually showed her age.
Yeah, I don't care. I pride myself on, continuing to do what I am doing. I'm a mom now. I'm married, and I'm rocking it. And luckily, I set my life up that way to where I can still go out and do all this. It's tight.
You know the one thing that I really admire about you? There's many different things. But the one thing is that you're still putting out music and still producing music despite being a mother.
Yes.
Like,
life doesn't stop.
You just did that show with your band.
Yeah.
What were they called?
Damned Honey. Shout out.
You just did a show with them at the Whiskey.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and you know what was I was like totally forgot. The Whiskey allows kids, so I totally could have brought my daughter, and that would have been so tight. So eventually, because I remember I performed a show a couple of years ago, and my brother brought his like 10-month-old, my nephew, my godson, and we just put the little speakers on him, and he was just like, what's happening? But yeah, I was there, and they're like, no, actually, it's all ages. You can bring anybody. So listeners, Whiskey A Go-Go.
Without giving away the secret sauce too much,